You look like somebody caught you.
Take off your clothes, but keep on your heels.
Welcome to Speak It Podcast with me, your host, SoSo, film director, author, screenplay writer, educator, and producer. I'm known for my book, Tales of Love and War, a book of short love stories. I created Speak It Podcast to give a point of view on relationships, parenting, entrepreneurship, and other relatable topics. So grab your wine and join in with myself and my awesome co-host, creator of the NO Podcast, Ron Reed.
Damn, did you eat yet? Oh shit, hold on. Let me eat, 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 let me eat. Before I murder this bitch, let me eat. Before I bless these streets, let me eat. Appetite for that glory. Niggas don't know my story. But Wild Bill be the guy. I ain't got no worries. Used to be out warring, out ducking warrants. Pigs all in my back, you know that's swine tough on us blacks. FN hugging my hip, in my pocket, one extra clip. Got that vest protecting my chest, cause some beef hard as hell to digest. High ground hard, don't rest. Look, bitch, don't be no pest. Lil' hoe to fail my test. Real niggas don't deal with no stress.
Oh, because it did it again.
Hey, welcome to Speak It Podcast. How are you, Mr. Ron Reed?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I feel like I'm a shadow, but but I'm doing good. Welcome everybody that's coming in, joining this. Several people joining. Welcome everybody. We got some interesting topics today.
Yes.
So we can get into them. But before we get into it, I want to do some announcements. So I want to do the announcements before the topics because I know you got the event on the 13th. I have an event on the 30th. So
on the 13th, I did.
April, you will keep forgetting it ain't yours, but it's you was talking
about.
Yeah,
the A&A ball, yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. So right here, this is the A&A ball. Saturday, April 13th, Big Red's event, rather. Right. So I don't know too much information about it. I thought that was more story. What is that? The actors and
is it actors and actresses?
Okay, well we'll have them.
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I thought you knew more information. All right. So we also have, of course, my men's spa. That's starting. Actually, I'm going to be in there tomorrow, but then I'm going to get stuff together. So I'll probably even start before the 25th. But but the actual day of opening is the 25th, where I have the $99 facial and massages, and that lasts up until the 30th. So y'all come out to that. And look, we even have memberships. This is the spa for y'all. This is the outside.
Really?
And it's a hot tub. Yeah, it's a hot tub in there. Outside, it's a big old projector screen where events happen. And here, I thought I had the other picture of the inside. It's a lounge where you all can sit around and shoot pool. I don't have that. I thought I had that picture, but I guess I don't. But yeah, so that's like the perks of being, part of the men's spa. And then of course, yeah, it's dope. It's dope. The inside dope too. And it's a jacuzzi tub in there. And we have the sauna, we have this body's detox steamer. So y'all come out, check your girl out.
I'm gonna come by. I'll come by and purchase services.
Thank you. And product, please. Okay, so and then of course I have my book, Tales of Love and War, a book of short love stories. I had to put that one review up there, because this is the one who don't even read books, and she bought my book and can't put it down. So it's on Amazon.com. So go and get it. It's Ron says it's toxic.
It's very toxic, but it's a cliffhanger. It is. It has a very, very warped mind.
He don't agree with, it's like he just feel like, I don't even understand how he don't agree with the situations that happen at the end of it but you're not the only man that said that read the book that called me toxic and said I was wrong.
How many stories is it?
It's 12 stories.
12. fellas, and 11 of them we died. We stabbed. Something bad happens. I hate to give away the ending, but something bad gonna
That's
happen.
not even all the endings.
And 11 out of the 12 stories.
But they apparently they deserved it. So that's why it happened. And then two, we have something that we going for the couples or just people, period. Now, if you're watching today, since we didn't have the couples sign up for the show, this show is actually on the 23rd. We are giving away 2 free tickets to this clean comedy show. And we keep watching the show. In the middle of the show, we are going to give a code. And whoever this, the first person that comment that code, you will win 2 free tickets for this comedy show. And if you don't win the tickets, I put the link up on the speaker page, and I'm gonna put the link up in the comments so you all can go and purchase the tickets. They're only $25. It's clean comedy, and but if you want to win free tickets, that's a $50 value. And yeah, so just listen out for that code, and you will get 2 free tickets. So y'all got to keep listening.
Nice.
All right, now, Ron.
Yes. Was I supposed to be in the topic? What is our topic for tonight? Like I don't
see, I'm glad I've been on it. I'm so glad I've been on it. Wait, Ryan, we forgot to do your what is that?
Oh, VNO Podcast on all social media sites. Check me out on the VNO Podcast. YouTube, Facebook, broadcast live every Sunday. This Sunday I didn't go live.
I noticed that.
Yeah, see my I don't know what happened to her, but for some reason she had to cancel. But I did have a dope show on Friday. I had Trouble and Trosh on, and it was a 2-hour show, so I did enough for 2 weeks.
Oh wow! So you did Friday and Sunday then?
I did Friday, and then Sunday I had to cancel.
No, I'm saying that 2 hours made up for.
Oh yeah, I did Friday and Sunday. Yeah.
All right, so the first topic we're talking about is: should you put your spouse or significant other happiness and dreams over yours?
Ooh.
So, you want to play the video?
Yeah, I'm producing.
Thought you were. You enjoy. I'm glad it was
about SoSo Spa.
The men's spa, baby. That's what y'all get.
I messed up. All right.
So I just asked him. I said, "Do you love your wife?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Do you want to save your marriage?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Can you place your wife's happiness above your own?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I mean, are you willing to place her dreams, her wishes, her desires above your own?" He said, "I don't think I can do that." I said, "You probably won't stay married then." God tells us that the greatest among us shall be the least among us. Yeah. Great doesn't always mean being first. Woo. That's why God has us open doors and pull out chairs, because these actions require somebody to decrease. And if you understand that, decreasing actually propels you in the relationship.
Amen.
Deep.
Sure. Yeah, it is. I got so much to say about it.
You have so much to say about it?
Yeah, I do. I got so much to say about it. And it's not I totally disagree with it.
You say you totally disagree?
I don't totally disagree with
it. Okay. I was gonna say, so what is your view on that?
Oh, where do I start? Should you put, I don't think you should put anybody's happiness above yours. But I think that to a certain extent, that making your significant other happy should make you happy. That you're not necessarily, your happiness should, I think your happiness should, your girlfriend, serious relationship, whatever, boyfriend, marriage partner, that that it should make you happy to make them happy. So I don't. But then there's times that it won't. There's times of sacrifice. So I think that you should have those times of sacrifice. But the way he made it sound is like that you should always put your significant other's happiness or your wife's. He specifically said wife. Your wife's happiness above your own happiness. What do you?
Okay.
I'm not gonna fight you.
Fight me. I love it. I love the controversy. Um, um, so one, I feel like that would be the problem with people relying on other people to make them happy when they should already be happy before they enter into anything. You should already have a happiness among yourself. So if you don't worry about people making you happy, then you would never be unhappy. You know, they can add to your happiness. And so to say, would you put other people's happiness over yours? I wouldn't say like I would always I mean, like I told you before, like I have with my kids, you know, putting their wants over mine and what makes them happy over mine. But then going into a relationship, I learned now that I cannot rely on that person to make me happy. So if I'm married or in a relationship and it's something that I want, one of my dreams, say like even opening a spa or whatever, and I'm asking him like, can you stop? Can you focus on my dreams and help me, you know, build my dreams up? And if he says no, I'm not gonna be. It's not gonna take away from me being happy because I should already be happy within myself, and I should be able to be happy enough to accept his no, unless he's just a selfish ass person. But I don't think like I don't think nobody should put their happiness or dreams away for somebody else's. Now you can kind of pause, like maybe if your dreams are already being a little more met, and they're trying to start working on their dreams, you can help them, but I wouldn't say stop trying to fulfill your dreams for somebody else. Married, you know, couple, whatever situation, whatever you got going on.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think that we forget sometimes that we go through life inside of these relationships, and so like we think like you just said, you know, you should already be happy, but yeah, but there is going to be a period of time where you might be unhappy inside of your relationship, and it doesn't not necessarily unhappy with the other person, but just unhappy with life. And yeah, I agree with you. You shouldn't put their happiness above yours. Uh, but there will be times where you just, you know, there's depressing times in life at times, and I think that you should uh, you can lean on them for happiness. You know, I think it's okay during times like that to lean on the other person for happiness, uh, trying to in your pursuit of happiness. Uh, I do think that sometimes there are times of sacrifice, like I said, where you should look at your happiness, and you should say if they like you have a dream to do something and they have a dream to do something, it might be time to put your dream on hold to help them fulfill their dreams. My buddy, matter of fact, he was on the show, Randall.
Oh yeah, yeah, I like.
He was on the show. Brought him on, and he in his dynamic that he has going on with his wife, she wanted to finish nursing school, and he had this idea of he's a flight attendant right now, but he wants to go ahead and kind of streamline into being a pilot. And
Mm.
but he's like, you know, he kind of put that on the back burner so that she could finish nursing school. But in turn, you know, it's going to turn around. She's going to kind of be the support for a minute while he's going through school. So I think relationships work out like that sometimes.
Yeah, and it's just that the hard part is that you will hope that the person will in turn do the same for you that you did for them, you know, or be as
Yeah,
supportive for you as you were for them. I believe, yeah, you can add to people happiness, but when you say like you can lean on people for happiness,
yeah,
and then it start to be some people start to depend on that. So then
yes,
they start to depend on people to make them happy. And when people disappoint them, they don't know how to handle it because they're so dependent on them to fulfill their happiness.
Yeah.
So I
That's toxic. That's toxic.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's toxic, but it's true because and it's sad. Like I pushed a lot of stuff back for people. Like I was saying, like a lot of things that I wanted to do where it was boyfriends helping them try to get when they got in situations or lost a job, and I was trying to save for stuff, and I would go into my savings to help them. Just try to get up on their feet or whatever, and it didn't pay off for shit. They were still
What you
assholes.
mean it didn't pay off?
They were still assholes. It was just ungratefulness. It
Yeah.
was selfishness. When they came up or, got jobs or whatever, they didn't offer me nothing. They didn't, and even though I don't give to receive, but it's just the fact that if you're my man and I'm looking out for you, take a load off me. I used to work 16-hour shifts as a CNA,
Wow.
trying to make sure that back to back, like 6 days straight. But my patient used to be like, "Do you live here?" That's how much I work. But
Really?
because I got a whole grown man in my crib on top of my kids, and then I'm helping him with his kids, and they got a whole mama they live with, but she ain't doing shit. So it's like, I'm helping him and my kids, and then getting his kids, and so it was like. But then when he started making money, he was hiding it from me.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like in the end, it didn't really pay off on my end. It paid off for him. So
Yeah.
it's just like it's hard when
What's
you
the
guys got to
payoff?
make
What were you looking for? What were
it
you
wasn't.
looking?
I don't, I want to. It's I probably used the wrong word. It was just that say you don't have to work so much, and then it got so he was just so reliant on me always giving, and so when I said no to him, he got upset and he would say, "Well, I'm just gonna go ask my kid's mom," like he'll throw that, and I say, "Go ask her." Apparently, she ain't got it either. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm taking care of the damn kid. What you
Yeah.
gonna get from her?
Yeah.
But just to say like stuff like that, just the disrespect that came behind it, like he was entitled, like I was supposed to do it.
Right.
See, I spoiled them, and that was the thing in a lot of my relationships before I met my ex. I was always the breadwinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was hard for me, the breadwinner, and still like allowing them, even though they were in my crib, I'm taking care of everything, but still allowing them to be the man, and it was so that count. Yeah, that
Were you allowing them to be the man? So.
I did. And yeah, I told you, like when I'm dating or whatever, I'm very like I'm so outside, but inside, like I'm Sophia.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a difference.
You. Who is Sophia? Who is
So
Sophia?
yeah, who is Sophia?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't date me, you don't know her. So I ain't softening up for nobody. I'm saying? Out in these streets.
No, but who is she?
Sophia is very very kind, very soft, very submissive, should I say, as when in a relationship wise. I'm just really, SoSo is too, actually, kind of really giving, caring. Like it's just the fact of I allow the man to be the man, and if we are together, you're with me, you say you committed, you in this, then I'm gonna trust you. And then I'm starting not to. I might have to bring SoSo halfway in these relationships because somebody might need some knocking. No, I was kidding. But yeah, so it was a mess. So I don't know about I try not to take past relationships into new relationships because everybody is supposed to be different. But it seemed like I was just running into like the same type of people, different backgrounds with same personality. And so putting somebody's dreams over mine, getting paying for, helping them get these little get rich quick thingies they was all over and stuff. And I'm just funding and stopping what I'm supposed to be doing, stopping what I was saving for that. It was just, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think sometimes we find these people based on who we are. Ooh.
Was that you?
Yes. Because that hurts a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you it can only be if you finding the same person in every relationship, and that ain't it, it's you. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that for you. I'm saying
Mm.
that for me too. I'm saying that for people. That if we not finding something different, what is it that's attracting those people to us? What are we attracted to in those people if we keep finding these same types of
The
people?
representatives.
Yeah, what because like you sound like because I would have a hard time, especially if it wasn't my wife. Especially if it wasn't my wife. And I would have to break myself down, even if it was my wife, to take something from a woman.
Mm.
To like if she I seen like the lady talking about I saw a TikTok or something of a lady talking about, baby, what you want, and she bought Buddy a car. Like he was like, I want this one. She like, I'm gonna get your name stitched in the seats. Like I couldn't take that car.
Not even if it was a gift.
Nah,
And she bought you a car for Christmas.
nope,
Really?
nah. I could
Mm.
nah. And I wonder, is it something inside of me? Uh but yeah, I have a hard time accepting things like that. I was with somebody for a hot second that was very giving like that, and I had to let my guard down a little bit. You know what I mean? But it's I could never ask for it. I
But
don't
if
want.
it's a gift, you know, you didn't ask for it. But maybe it was something you was looking at and you were talking about how much you wanted it, and then she went and bought it for you.
I don't know if I could accept it, especially a car.
Mm.
Nah, especially a car. I don't know if I could accept it.
It's
Uh,
men like that. My ex was like that. He didn't want me to buy him anything for his birthday, for Christmas. He would always wanted to be the one to buy everything. And then another guy I was dating recently or whatever. It was Christmas, and I was like, hey, are we trading gifts? He's like, no, you don't have to give me anything. And then even like birthdays and stuff, like they didn't want the woman to like buy them anything. It was weird. I mean, I still did.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't listen, but because it's just like I know, like you probably feel like, oh, because I'm a man and I don't want to take nothing from a woman, but it's not like you asking for it. It's a gift, and if you give me gifts, why can't I give you a gift?
yeah.
You know.
How so? You've seen both sides. You've been in relationships with both sides where you
Mm-hmm.
had cats that was just that you would support.
Uh huh.
Ah, and they just let you support them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Work two jobs with my kid's father. I would work two jobs and go to school and come home and take care of him and the kids.
what did you
So
think about that? How did you feel
I
about
my
doing
mom was
that?
always like that. My mom was the breadwinner. And so a lot of women in my family were, like I said, independent, breadwinners. So it was like a normal thing.
Do you think this caused you to be masculine?
I'm not masculine.
You're not masculine. I'm not saying, but like
Now I don't, huh?
I'm trying to get to the root of something. Like, because now we're in a whole different conversation. But I'm just
As
trying to get.
always, as
Yeah,
always,
always.
it's fine. I like it though.
But I'm trying to get to the root of like because women say like when they don't have a man that can take care of them, and that that they that's what causes me to have my brings me into my masculine and causes me to have this masculine energy. Did you find yourself in that?
I would say, well, I told you like there's one guy I was dating. He told me that I was too alpha, but that's more so. I wouldn't even look at it as really me being alpha. I think he was more saying it because I wanted what I wanted when I wanted. I think that's more spoiled, and because I got called that a lot, by guys like, oh, you think you want to be a queen bee, you don't want to, you don't have no patience, you want it right away, and stuff like that. So he looked at it as alpha, but I would never say that I was an alpha. I never like undermined, the guys I was dating, even though I was taking care of them. I never, I was even I told you I was in an abusive relationship, even in with my kid's father, and I was taking care of him, and so like I've never like really like was like would degrade them or put them down and make them feel less than. No, I was just always just spoiling my right. I think because I'm the baby,
Yeah,
so I was just I wanted it when I wanted it, things like that. But as far as like alpha or like masculine, no, that was never me. because I always had like this soft heart and this big heart for people, and I never wanted to see people hurt.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so I was never like that.
Oh, that's interesting. What did he? No, I won't say that. I just don't know how fresh it is. Never
Good.
mind. People gonna hate me if I say something like
Say it. I
Oh.
want to know so I can hate you. Say it. Say it. Say it.
I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we was talking about Ike and Tina, and, and my friend said, do you think that Tina did something to Ike to make him hit her?" And I was like, "I don't think so."
Did you
And
watch the movie?
yeah, do you think she did?
No, he was just a control, insecure control freak.
Really?
And that's what most of them are when they are abusive. They are very insecure. They can't fight men, because when he was getting in a fight with a dude, I was in the shower and I'm hearing him bagging down and calling my name and beating on the door. I went outside to help him break him up in a robe, no clothes on, done in a robe. I had to jump out the shower to get this guy off of him. They're
Are you
punks.
serious? He
Yes.
called for you?
He called for me.
He was baby
So-
boy, huh?
Yes, he was the only child.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And yeah, and so I'm hoping, is he watching? I don't care if he's watching or not. But yeah, so it's just like, no, it was not because it would be so he was so insecure. Like I would get, so he was dry and I would get a job, and I would have a job interview or whatever. He would purposely pick an argument, pick a fight with me so that I would miss out on that job. He would get jealous when good things happen to me.
Wow.
Yeah, like he even like was when he get mad, he wouldn't take me and the girls to church, or and it was stuff like that where it was just the control and the insecurity. So it was nothing that I did physically. It was something about me that he didn't like. And I get that just from random people, like people anyway in my life. It's nothing fully about what I do. It's about like who I am, that people just get, just some one or, whatever. And so it's an insecurity within them. And that's how it was with him. It was and plus he grew up seeing it. He grew up seeing his dad do it to his mom. And instead of flipping it and saying, I'm not going to be like my dad, he, felt like that's who he was.
Yeah. And that sounds terrible. Like I don't want to sound terrible. Like
you asshole.
What did you do to make him hit you?
Come here so I can show you, so I can hit you back. All right? Because you know what I did to make him stop?
What?
I punched the shit out of him one good time. My sister said, you know what you got to do? She said, you got to hit him one good time so he can stop. And sure enough, I don't even know if he did anything, but I thought I saw him do something. I thought I saw him hit my daughter.
Really?
Yep. And I then kind of found out he didn't even do it. But I saw him. I saw it out the corner of my eye. I bust his nose. And I blacked out and I just hit him real hard, bust his nose and his mouth. And he was like, "What'd you do that for?" I said, "You smacked Cece." And he was like, "No, I didn't. I didn't touch her." Da, 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 da. But he didn't touch me no more.
Yeah. I think
now y'all hold Ray K. Young.
Now let me give my disclaimer after I didn't said all of that. And now, like, if you drop that clip, they gonna hate me. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, you gonna be canceled. Nobody looking at your views no more or your opinions. You gotta be quiet. You better clean that up real quick.
I loved my dad. But and I never witnessed it. I think I was around because I was a baby, but my dad put hands on my mom, and I just from her telling the stories, it hurts to see the pain in her face from telling the stories about it. So I have never hit a woman and could never. I can control myself. Now I have wanted to. Boy, I wanted to. I tell you what, like I wanted to, because some women they'll just keep going. Like
Hmm.
they don't. And
But
I,
some
I'm
women
not.
like to fight, though. You know,
Huh?
some women like to fight.
They do, but they don't really. They I don't think they understand that fight. I don't think they
Hmm.
understand that this is a grown man, and like if he decides to pull out his full strength, his full grown man strength, he gonna put you down. If you
Yeah.
5'5", there be women that be 5'5", 120 pounds talking about, no, he ain't gonna do nothing to me. No, you just haven't
Mhm.
seen a grown
Exactly. Yeah.
full strength. You've never been hit full tilt by a man before. It'll hurt. It's gonna hurt. I don't care how much of a punk you say he is. This is a grown man. He's bigger than you. Have you seen how big his hand is? Like
Mhm.
it's probably gonna hurt. But like it's a lot of women that will just like you be trying to end the argument and they'll follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just push. It sounds terrible, but they'll push you. They'll
Stop
push you.
laughing, jerk.
Well, because I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at because everything I'm saying, even to me, it sounds horrible. Like it sounds
It is
like
horrible. Okay, I
you
just
didn't
want to let
do to
you
push
know
to
that
hit him.
you're like blaming the victim right now.
No, I'm not. Because some of these women ain't victims. Let's tell the truth in 2024. Like so, 'cause, like, and it's starting to come out now. Like because we got cameras in. Like some of these women are not victims. You made yourself out to be a victim because in the end, he pulled out his full strength. He laid you down, and so now it looks like you're a victim. But in all actuality, you're not. Like you're not the victim. You didn't done everything. You didn't talked about his mama, talked about him. You didn't knocked him upside the head, did all kinds of stuff to him, but he's a man, so he gonna have the last say so, and not the last say so. He gonna speak with his hands, and if he speak with his hands and lay you down, it gonna look like you got victimized. Just because you got hit last don't mean you the victim. Ah, are you? this this sounds, man. At least we ain't got no comments, man, because that just sounds horrible. But I mean, look, I'm here to tell the truth. The
Just to
views
let y'all know.
of the Ryan Now Speaking podcast. Please don't pull out that sound bite.
just to, just
Just
to
because
let
you
y'all
got laid
know. All
down, don't
right.
mean you're a victim.
The views and opinions are those of Ron Reed and not of the Speak It podcast. Okay. Just to clear
So
that up.
so
This
so
is not
so.
rehearsed.
I'm not
Okay.
advocating. I'm not advocating violence, but I do. After being victimized, I do advocate defending yourself.
And that's what a lot of women do. See, here's the thing too, what we see on camera with the woman hitting the man. We don't know what really been going on inside that household to where
Mhm.
it was me at that point where I was like, I gotta hit you.
Right.
He didn't do nothing the day I hit him. I thought he did,
Yeah.
but what if that was the only thing that was recorded?
Yeah.
Was
Was
me
that
hitting
just
him?
yeah.
And people would be like, "Oh, he should. That gives him right to beat us." But that was the only thing that was recorded, but not anything that happened previous to that.
Yeah.
What up to that? So
Yeah.
we can't really say like, oh well, we see on these videos that she done punched this man or she done smacked this man or whatever because we don't know what that man been doing to her in that household to
Yeah.
where he might have said something to her outside and she just like enough is enough. Now
Yeah.
y'all home can't go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna whoop. I gotta get it now. I'm in public.
Yeah.
I may got a little protection, and
Yeah.
so here's my chance. So
It's my chance to get you back. I
your
saw
ass.
I saw a video. I saw a video, and some evil person just put one part of the video. So of course, like everybody, I don't know if you've seen it. It's trend. It's trending right now. But it's this dude. Like everybody's holding him back, and this little girl, I could tell she had a lot of mouth. You know what I mean? She just yelling at him, and she just trying to provoke him.
Mm,
And finally he got loose from all the guys that was holding him back, and he open handed smacked her.
mm.
And nobody around him did anything. He was a bigger guy too. She was just
I
a
think
small.
was they at the airport or something, at the mall or something.
They were at the gym. They were at the
Oh,
gym.
okay. It
Yeah.
was one I saw when the lady went over and he hit the guy, and the guy went and like tackled the shit out of her and
I
like
think I've
knocked
seen
her.
that one. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I've seen that one. I've
but
seen
he didn't. They didn't even know each other. That's like different. Like you don't even
right,
know me. And you putting your hands on me,
right,
and you know you
right.
disrespecting me, and I don't even know you.
Yeah, and that was this scenario is they weren't together. They were just in a gym, but they just showed the part of the video where he slapped her, but they didn't. They said she opened up on him before,
Mm,
in the earlier part of the video. But I think sometimes we quick as a society to jump on the side of the woman and take her side, and we don't always know the full story because the narrative is back when I'm about to say something toxic. Back when the narrative is back when women acted like women, it was said to men that you don't ever put your hands on a man. But it's just like a lot of these women in this new millennium is acting like they're not acting like women. So I'm saying look. I'm not asking you to agree with me, but I'm just saying it's a
I
lot
wish
of
this
women.
had like a blink. I wish I could put a blinker on this camera right here, just so it can blink. Maybe I just blink it in and out.
This is the reality of it. I'm saying because I'm saying I'm saying it from a man's point of view. Like, man, I've heard.
Exactly from a man's point of view.
Well, the man, and from a man's point of view, is because it's so scary to be a man nowadays. I saw another video, and the other video showed this pregnant lady. Now, this was bad. She had flagged down the cops, and she told a story of that these guys, they put hands on her. Now she pregnant, so the
Mm,
cops, they got these dudes cornered and they're talking to them. But what she didn't know is that there was a video camera. Where they were at. They were out on the streets. I forget where they were at, but they were out on the streets, and the video camera showed her pushing him. Like, I guess it was some type of altercation they had. They were going in the store, but she was pushing him and all kinds of stuff. And all they really did was like to stop her. They grabbed her, like,
mm.
yo, stop. And she just lost it and she flagged down the cops. But and then after they found out she was lying, I think they just left. And it's like I say,
They didn't arrest her for false reporting.
no, hardly ever happens. Like, you hear about these allegations of rape and stuff like that. I don't know if we can say that word but apparently
It's
you
a
can't say that
word
word.
that can be said.
Yeah,
Yeah, false allegations. Yeah, false fake
yeah,
allegations.
false allegations and women will. But if they say that it happened to them, we live in a society where women. That's because a lot of women, they just don't know how to leverage, and so they'll do anything. And so, like, if I were a woman, I would like to say I'm not a woman, but I feel like if I were, I would not use that because there are so many women that's happened to that. Why would you use that for your own personal gain? But they find themselves so emotionally angry at something that this guy has done that they will use that because they know that's the one thing that everybody's gonna jump on their side.
Hmm.
And it's sad and it's detrimental because, like, now you got women that this has happened to and they walk into police stations saying, I was at a club and this dude did this to me, and the
And they
police,
not believe.
yeah, they not believing them. But a lot of it is because of the women that have weaponized it. And it's like,
But
man,
even if, and that's on the police because they're supposed to take every case seriously because you
they
don't know
are.
who's telling the truth and who's not. So you should
Yeah,
not be like, well, oh, you was at a club, you was drinking, oh, da da da. You still, if she claimed rape, you're supposed to
yeah,
investigate. You don't got to go arrest right away. You're supposed to investigate it at least.
yeah.
I feel like this too. I feel like if men actually reported just as much as women did,
Mm,
it will be taken more. It wouldn't be where the woman can just always say the man hit me first. If men wasn't feeling like because men are in abusive relationships also.
yeah.
See men get stabbed, get what?
No, I just because this is how, like, because I laughed. This is how we think about abusive relationships that men are in as a society. I just laughed about it. Like, if I
Exactly.
was
That's what I'm talking about. And
right,
it happens. Women
it
use
does.
weapons, men. They stab men.
Yeah,
They they cut their stuff up. They, they punch them. Men don't hit back. A lot of men don't hit back because they was taught not to hit that woman back. So they allow this woman to hit them, and they're not looking at it as domestic. They're not looking at it as they're abused or they're a victim of domestic violence because they are men. If men, and even when they get raped, and they like, oh, how men get raped, men can actually, a woman can force an erection on a man. It's true. And so, but I feel like the reason why women are more believed, and is because more women report. If more men report it just as much as women, because it's probably about the same amount of numbers, or even maybe not that much lower, then more men will be believed if the man call or if the woman call and say, hey, this man hit me. The police probably be like, well, what happened? Tell the full story instead of just automatically jumping on that woman's side because the men don't report enough. If you look at the statistics from when I looked at them last, it was only like 9% of men that reported domestic violence. And that's a very small number when there's a lot of men that's involved in domestic. I mean, women are killing these men. They're running them over with their cars, and they're really out here like hurting these men, but the men don't report it.
I agree with you. I think I mean a lot of times that happens. I think women believe that the man has cheated on them or done something like that, which that's still not a reason to run somebody up with a car. That's not a reason to hurt somebody. Just be able to walk away from it. I mean, I understand the pain, but man, just walk away from it instead of trying to hit somebody with a car. That's bogus.
Or anything like stabbing, or it's just like I just couldn't. First of all, I'm just so afraid of jail.
Me too.
So I just don't even want to like be close. I might cuss you out.
Right.
I ain't gonna go to jail for that. But I'm not going to be putting my hands on you because you might be that day where you felt like you wanted to be a victim and you call the police and they come in, they see you all bruised up and I ain't got nothing wrong with me and they going to take me to jail. And so,
we seeing more cases. I think people are taking a little bit more. I'm laughing because I think most people, when they hear about a man that's been abused, like you think of like some little woman, like get in the house, Daryl.
They like these women secretly abuse these men where they like poisoning them, putting arsenal in their coffee and shit. Like
I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
Abusing them, and these men don't even know they being abused. They sitting there sick as hell and don't know why. It's like sneakily abusing these men, and it's like.
No, I saw the dude put the cameras around because he knew something was wrong, and the lady was putting his old lady. They was getting a divorce, but they were still living together, and she was putting bleach in his coffee, and then
he couldn't smell that bleach.
Yeah, was it bleach? I think it was bleach. Yeah, I don't know how. I think he did smell. She was putting small amounts, but I mean, he was getting poisoned slowly.
Yeah, that's what they was doing. They put it in slowly.
Yeah,
and then that's crazy.
Yeah,
and then eventually they go to jail, and there you go. There you have. There's your jail time. That's not worth it.
She went to jail eventually. She went to jail eventually. But sometimes if he wouldn't have put the cameras up, he had to really. He took the first videos to the police, and they didn't believe him. And then they were like, we need better evidence. And so he had to,
even though it's video in my own home and it's showing you see her pouring this in my drink and you need better evidence. How about my hospital records?
That's what it is, man. We getting abused. And like you said, nobody, do I say nobody cares? Nobody cares. I guess nobody cares.
It's because when I said it, see how you laugh?
Yeah.
In the image you had in your head about it.
Yeah.
That's because small, y'all make it. It ain't the women that makes it small. It's the men that makes it little.
Yeah, I agree.
Feel like it's like impossible or something. And so it's like there's women that's stronger than men. And believe it or not, there is women that's stronger. There are women that's stronger.
A small, very small percentage.
It's a small percentage, but there are women that are strong. I flung this dude I was dating this guy, and he kept wanting to sleep with me, and I was like, I'm not gonna sleep with you or whatever. So he was taking me to work one time, and I remember it was that hotel. He was staying at this one hotel. It was like on Halsted. And I remember he was like, "Well, let me go. I gotta go to this hotel because I gotta grab my clothes, because I had spent the night there last night." And I'm like, "All right." So we go into the hotel room, and he's like trying to like house sex me. I'm like, "No, I'm not finna stay here. I gotta go to work. Whatever. I'm not finna sleep with you." I wasn't attracted to him like that. He was just cool, and then I getting unattracted to him because every time he ate something, it was like he always had food like in the corner of his mouth, and I used to turn me off. So yeah, and I stopped. It was like I had stopped talking to him for a while, and then we started like talking more, so like got to being just like friends at that point. And so he like, and then he was like, "Well, you know what? Forget it. You walk to work or whatever. I'm not taking you to work." And I'm like, "What you just say?" I said, "You ain't gonna leave me here." And he was trying to leave. I grabbed that little boy, grown man, whatever he was, picked him up and slung his ass across the room.
So you abused.
I was skinny. I was defending myself. He was trying to keep me at the hotel, and so I had to find a way. No, you can take me to work, And so then he called the police because I slung him twice, and he called the police and was like, and I told the police what happened. I was like, no, he was mad because I wouldn't sleep with him, and he said he wasn't going to take me to work, and I told him he was taking me to work, and they was like, "Man, you can't make him take you to work." I said, "Well, what do you want me to do?"
You can't take you to work.
No, he didn't. So the police say I ended up going to the station. I called my friend, but they didn't arrest me. But they didn't arrest me. I didn't get arrested, but I was away from home. I was like further from my house. So they just took me to the station. They was like, "Well, do you have somebody who will pick you up?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to stand in front of the damn hotel." And it wasn't even a hotel; it was like a motel. And
so you went to jail for abusing a man?
I didn't go to jail. No, I didn't get arrested or anything. I didn't put my hands. I was self-defense. And so, yeah, because especially coming from an abusive relationship, and then when I'm feeling threatened, you know what I'm saying? Like my first mode is, defense, defend. This man ain't finna. This man ain't finna.
Let me tell you why I don't believe you.
Why?
I can't jive with this story because
I would never lie.
You're not lying. It's not that I think you lying. I just don't trust your view of the events.
That's like me lying, then, mother sucker. What do you mean?
I don't trust your perspective.
I wish I could call him because he probably can tell you. He probably would tell you this story for real. I'm sure he still remember it. And it was years and years ago. I was small. I was skinny. And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't even have my baby yet. Like I didn't even have my youngest daughter yet. Yeah. I only had my two oldest at the time. And this is like a little, like maybe a year or two, maybe 2 years or so after I left my kid's father. Okay. And I had started back, in a little starting back dating. And yeah, and so the police, they was like, "Okay, we can drive you to the station or whatever. You can have somebody pick you up from there." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I on my way to the station, I called my friend Quinn, and he came and picked me up. And I told him what happened. He was like, "What?" He was ready to go and get the dude, but I was just like, "No, leave him alone." I said, "I got him already. It's cool." So,
I got a couple things to say about that. Number one, I don't know the dude, but I don't think
his name is Trey. That was his name. And you know what? Years later, I was working at Walmart, and he was there with this girl, and I saw them at the customer service. They was going to loss prevention because they was caught stealing, and I said, "That damn karma." He looked dead at me too, and I just shook my head and walked out.
Look. What I don't believe, what's unbelievable about the story is, number one, he could have beat the brakes off of you.
He could not. He probably was he was probably my height. He was about my height, and he was a little prune.
He's a man though. Like if he let you,
all men ain't strong.
Did he do anything to you? Did he try to do anything to you?
He tried to keep me at the hotel.
Yeah, but he didn't try to put his hands on you.
What you mean? Like try to hit me?
Yeah.
No, he didn't get a chance to.
Number two,
you wasn't gonna let that happen again.
You were not scared of this man. You made it sound like you were threatened. You did
I
not.
was
You
threatened. It don't mean I'm scared of him. I just wasn't finna put myself in a position no more to feel threatened, to be
well,
scared.
you were after you flung him. If he would have been like, all right, get in the car, you would have get in the car and let him take you to work.
That's why I slung him, because he said he wasn't taking me to work, and I told him he was.
So what if
And then
what
he
if
tried to leave out again, and I grabbed him and I.
and then what if after all of that he was like, all right, man, get in the car? You would have went with him.
No, I probably wouldn't have. I probably
You
wouldn't
don't
have, because then
think
I wouldn't have trusted him anymore.
Yeah,
I think I was just I was just angry because, first of all, you made me late to work. You know,
he made you late.
he made me late to work, and it was like you playing around. You knew you weren't supposed to when you got your clothes. I shouldn't even went in with you, but in my head, I'm not thinking like you know I got to go to work, so I'm not even thinking you trying to be on shit, you know. And so we get in there, he grabbing his clothes, putting them in the bag and stuff, and then he come and he grab me and he's like, let's just do something real quick. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, he said something like, let's do something real quick. I said, I'm not gonna do nothing with you. I was like, boy, leave me alone. I said, I gotta go to work. He's like, all right, you don't want to give me you down your own rat to work. I said, what you say?
And then you flung him.
No, not at that moment. It was when he was trying to leave out the hotel room, trying to leave me in there. And so he was grabbing the door, and I grabbed him and I slung him.
That was about 2014.
That was that was before 2000. That was like 2000. My baby was born in 07. It had to be like 05.
05. Let me see. I think I found a picture of you from 05.
You're so stupid. You ain't found no damn picture of me.
I can't believe you hit that man like that.
I did not hit him.
He didn't even do that to you.
I did not hit him at all. I did not hit him.
I hit you because I love you.
I did not hit him at all. I did not hit him.
You said he made you. I can't believe you made me do this to you. You know what you sound like?
Whatever. I did not hit him. I slung him so he wouldn't leave me in that hotel room.
Yo, that's bogus, man. I can't believe that you.
You see how that is? You see how you defending that man? But you just sat there and asked, what did Tina do? Or did I do anything to have my baby daddy put his hands on me? Or what Tina do to have Ike put his hands on her? And you ain't saying the reasons why I had to put my hands on this man?
This buddy that I told you that I had this conversation with is a female. It's a female.
And that's sad. But I tell you about some females, right? Yeah. Some females talk like that to get the acceptance of men. Like they agree with men in certain things, and it's like I be seeing posts. I be seeing posts.
Don't be putting me down like that. Like she wasn't agreeing with me. She actually was persuading me.
And that's the sad part. You should have countered her like you countering me.
No, I had to because I don't just counter people. I actually think about what you say. I just thought about your whole story, and something didn't add up to me. It sounded like you abused this man. And then
he was not crying. He was not bleeding.
Of theft.
That's my fault. No,
he got caught stealing from Walmart.
God's karma. That was God's karma.
After you messed up this man's life, after you beat him up, then he lost all
he went home or wherever he went. After that, I ain't talking to him no more.
All his self-esteem, and then he got caught stealing from Walmart, and that was it.
And that was God's karma. Because right when I was leaving my job, I was walking out, and I was walking out with my girl Tracy too. And I said, wait a minute. I said, because I met him there, and when I was working there, and really? And so I'm like, I said that's Trey. And she was like, oh, they was stealing. They was still trying to steal the TV or some shit. And I see the loss prevention manager. And they taking them in the office. He looked back at me like I just shook my head and I laughed and I just left out like that's that damn karma. That's what you get. That's still a damn TV out of Walmart. That's what the fuck you get, cheap ass. And you ain't your girlfriend. I feel sorry for her. She should have slung your ass too when you were trying to tell her to take that.
You bogus boy! I can't believe that. You just talked about. I thought you was feeling bad for men to get abused, and then you go.
I do feel bad for men that's been abused, but he was not abused. He was abusing me mentally. I was emotionally abused. I was emotionally abused, and so I had to defend myself.
So he liked you. He
liked me. He just wanted to have sex with me. and he didn't get it because I ain't like him. You should have learned how to wipe your mouth with a napkin.
Bogus. Oh man, do we even have time to touch on our second topic?
Dude, we gonna have to. No, we got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes, and we're gonna go into. Today, I learned what about relationships.
I gotta go first.
We got 5 minutes.
Huh?
I said, according to the clock, the live clock, we got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Do I get to go first?
Go first, Ron. I already know what you're gonna
say. Today, I learned about relationships that don't treat SoSo bad because she gonna hit you. She gonna fire. That's what she gonna get you. Boy, I'm so ashamed.
Today I learned about relationships that Ron blames the victim when it comes to domestic violence. And he laughs, he giggles at it. So, ladies and gentlemen, especially gentlemen, do not go to Ron for a domestic violence issue. Please reach out to Life Coach Jeff.
I keep an open mind, so that's a
yeah.
question.
I was very open. Talking about some little lady pushing him in the door, saying,
I've dared myself to ask because I got sick of just believing people. So I'd be like, I know this sounds terrible, but what did you do?
That is so bad. That's like the worst victim blaming situation.
I didn't look. It's not a rhetorical question. I'm asking because some people don't know how. Some people will not take accountability for their actions. So I'm not saying that you deserve to get hit.
It don't matter if she didn't put her hands on him.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have put his hands on her. If she hurt him with words, he should have hurt her with words.
He shouldn't have. But I mean,
or maybe been a man and just walked away.
I don't like these one-sided stories where you act like he was eating dinner. He just got up from his plate and hauled off and hit you. Not you personally, but right. I mean just.
But it's like I said, it's like that. Like even going back into my situation where it was like not to violate his SIPA, but I ain't say his name, but he's diabetic, and so he would get really sick. I would take care of him. I would be in the hospital with him. Blah blah blah. Now I'm asthmatic. I would have an asthma attack. I would get sick. He would get mad because I had to go to the hospital. Okay. Wow. When I come home from the hospital, he picks an argument with me.
Yeah.
Okay. So just some men just do it for no reason. Men are very spoiled, very insecure. Yeah. And they out there doing the main worst shit, but then when they come home, act like you doing it all because they doing it. So it's like
I believe you. I believe there are some men out there like that are jealous of women. You know what I mean? That will be mad.
We'll get from their dinner plate and just haul off on her for no reason.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, so my question if I do ask it, it is an open question. I am asking to say like, to give the person that's telling me the story an opportunity to say, don't make me feel like this. I'm being truthful. I say that because I'm giving them an opportunity to tell the whole story. Like, we was arguing, and then, but so if they said we were arguing and I said such and such and such, and then he hit me, I would still say, you know what? That's not a reason for somebody to put their hands on you.
What is a reason for somebody to put their hands on you if you have not put your hands on them?
Well, you just gave that disclaimer. You said because some people will tell the story like they ain't put their hands on him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to know the story. So don't come to me and be like, oh.
What if she pushed him out of her way?
That doesn't.
So that's what I did with Trey.
Yeah.
I moved him out of my way. So that's not.
That's so you trying to justify your abuse.
There's no need for me to justify it. It was justified in the eyes of the law and the Lord with the karma. Okay.
I'm done.
Anyway, so today I said what I learned from you. That's right. You are a horrible person today. Right. So Yeah, Ryan is.
Well, we'll both be horrible because you beat up a grown man.
I did not beat up a grown man. That's the sad part. Anyway, whatever. I take that off. Oh, what is it? Why did it keep coming up? Oh.
Hey, y'all. On Sundays at 7 p.m., y'all check out the VNO podcast.
Is it this Sunday?
Huh?
Is it gonna be Sunday?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. I believe I have the beautiful Ty Renee coming on this next week. So
you know what? I forgot to give the code for the Clean Comedy.
You did, yeah.
Those that are still watching, there's a lot of people watching, but no one is commenting. That's weird. I see everybody watching. Penny, Bobby, Catherine, Macca, Jenny, Terrence. So the code to win the 2 free tickets to the Clean Comedy Show. You know, I know a lot of y'all like cussing, but Clean Comedy is just as funny as when you get a cuss word. All right. The code is you want to 2336. 2336 is your code. The first person to comment that code, either in this comment here or put it on the Speak It page, Facebook page, or in the YouTube comments, 2336, you win the 2 tickets to the Clean Comedy Show.
2 tickets.
Right? 2 tickets, $25 each. So that's a $50 value. Comment 2336 right now.
Right now.
Right now. Right now. Like my grandma said. Right now.
My grandmother would say right now. 2336 right now, and you will win 2 tickets to the Clean Comedy Show. With a $50 value? $50 value.
$50 value. And if you don't win them, me and Ryan going. So y'all better get them. All right.
I'm moving this Saturday. I'm fine.
March 23rd. I can't go. But darn. But we were supposed to say we couldn't go for real
on Saturday.
Huh?
Smooch has a dirty comedy show on Saturday.
Smooch got a show on Saturday too?
Yeah.
Why he ain't promoted on here? I
don't know. He hasn't, I don't think he promoted it. He wasn't heavily promoting it. Not for a reason. He just didn't this week. So next couple of days he'll be promoting it,
I guess. Whatever. Smooches. All right. So that's that. Eric is watching. Hey, Eric.
What's up, Eric? Eric had me on here in my feelings.
Eric, I don't know how long you've been on, but Lord, I should have had you on this show. We talked around a little bit. But anyway, thank y'all for watching and tuning in. We'll come back next Monday at 8:00. We are here. And soon we'll be putting up links to where we'll be on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, and it's another one. I can't think of it right now. So you all will be able to listen to us in your car, on your phone, or whatever if you missed the live shows. All right. So good night, everybody.
Thank y'all for watching.
You're gonna do it because
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, very nice.
Oh.
Whenever you're ready. Just keep smiling at the screen. What are you doing? Why are you changing?
Why do I have a horrible? Why is this happening to me?
Take off your clothes, but keep on your heels.
Thank you for watching Speak It Podcast with SoSo and co-host Ron Reed. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube page Speak It Podcast with SoSo. Also, subscribe to Ron Reed's podcast, VNO Podcast, on YouTube. That's Views and Opinions Podcast on YouTube. Join the Speak It group page on Facebook to get the latest in conversations. Also, watch every Monday to be a part of those conversations. Again, thank you, and we love having you.
I told her that she got it. She love to call me daddy.